Welcome everybody to 48 Talk episode 142 and our third year anniversary! Woo! I'm your host, Rage Baldy as always.
Hey y'all.
Joining me now is DX Takoyakiparty on the right, Derek on the bottom left, and Colin Johnson on the bottom right. Hey, welcome back, Derek.
Yes.
Hey, thank you.
Missed
Thank
you.
you, thank you.
It was such a struggle last week, or last show. I don't know what happened.
You guys did great. No, don't say that. Like I was really enjoying listening to you guys while I was working. So it's weird. It's like surreal to hear you guys when I'm not there, but it's also really fun for me because it's like I get to sit back and like hear you guys try really hard to talk about stuff because it's like there was nothing to talk about, but you guys somehow made it interesting. And I was impressed.
Well, luckily it will be different this week, but could you imagine we've been doing the show for 3 years now?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Well, it's weird because you guys had we had Yayo, and it's so weird that he's not here. Like he's off in Yayo World doing Yayo, and then we got Colin, who's been watching us for a while. A year ago, and now it just feels like we got the dream lineup. Like it all worked. So, and not that it didn't work with Yayo, but Yayo is Yayo, just he did his thing, and we all love him, but sometimes our show would become the Yayo show. Again, not complaining. That is a compliment and a half to him, but it was just an interesting dynamic, and of course, I'm just gonna stop there. You understand what I'm saying. But Colin, it's weird. We're glad that you're here in our third year, and thank you.
It's an honor.
Let's see how far
good to
it
have
will
you
be
here.
going in this upcoming year. Well, luckily then,
This is gonna be hard.
luckily then last week we have a lot more to talk about. But first, Derek, give us an update how you're doing.
Yeah, thank you everybody who messaged me was concerned. That's very kind of all of you. There's nothing too crazy, just stuff. But of course, since then, Japan, always busy. Just been busy with Necroma. We have a new EP coming out in 2 weeks, I think, and been working hard on promoting that. Our June schedule is packed. We have so many. Preparing for the Europe tour, which we got all the dates finalized, and now we're just trying to get the ticket stuff figured out. We'll be putting out VIP tickets. I'm working on something really special. Can't announce any of it right now, but next episode definitely can. Because I just got to make sure it comes out when it does. But I am doing something that I feel will tremendously help the international community of idol lovers. I think it's no one's done it, and people have tried kind of and failed. But I've done it right, and it's only going to get better over time. So I can't wait to show that to the world and also make some other announcements to that effect. But it's something that's been kind of a passion project for mine for a while. Sorry, I want to tell you, but I can't say anything at this. But been working on that, and that's been taking up a lot of time. And Necroma's 5-year anniversary is coming up at the end of June, and so we are doing 4 shows, and each show we're gonna play, and not I don't think in their entirety. It's gonna be selected songs because we don't want Kuno Game Michelle to want to kill themselves. But it's we're gonna do it with a lot of our old friends, and then we're gonna do I think the last show will be a whole collab of songs and stuff. That'll be fun. It's at Chelsea Hotel, which we love that venue, and it's in Shibuya. I don't know. It's gonna be fun. But that's been it. Just constant. Lot of shows, lot of preparation for work. Just stuff. Just getting ready for Europe.
Yeah. Well, in the meantime,
go
ahead.
I'm sorry. It was one more thing too. Want to kind of put this out there as well. So I was, the idol community here in Japan is very small, and we all know each other, and it's not incestuous, but it's we all know what's up with you. And I heard through the grapevine that there were some people out there who may have had some issues with, let's say, my fundraising for my documentary. And I just want to let everybody know. I mean, I've talked to everybody that even could have had an issue, and everyone's cool. But just, I'm trying to just documentary for Idol. I've been wanting to do it for a year, but the big holdup has been money, of course, and then trying to figure out what to do with that because cameras are expensive, and I don't want to hire necessarily anybody because I haven't really found anyone I really trust or anybody that like I feel can really capture Idol in a way I can. So I decided to learn it myself. So the past couple months I've been learning how to do camera stuff. Like I've been teaching myself. It's a documentary. I'm not going from like Star Wars level cinema here. It's just like people have to understand that like this stuff takes a long time and a lot of money, and I'm doing the best I can with that. But everybody's gonna see a result. Like it's not like I'm asking people for money and it's not happening. Like I just bought equipment yesterday, buying more equipment. I'm almost ready to buy the last pieces for getting started. At least enough to film a trailer to put up for a crowdfunding where then I could raise real money to like make a real movie. It's just it's a process. But the good thing, got a lot of idols interested in it. A lot of them are excited about it. So it's like when it happens, I'm going to really show idols as I see them every day. I'm going to show you the real world of idols, and I want everybody to understand that like that's coming, like that's a real thing. And I think also for the Necroma tour in Europe, I'm hopefully going to have my camera then. We might be doing a lot of filming for that, and I might put that in the doc. So if you're in Europe, you want to be in a major film that hopefully will be major, or at least major enough in the idol sense. Make sure you show your beautiful faces at the show. That's my roundabout way of saying come to our shows in Europe. So, all right,
Sure I will be
Idio
wearing
de
a mask
the end.
then.
Well,
Thank you.
looking forward to that project. Good luck with that, of course.
Thank you.
But
Thank
yeah,
you.
you've watched some other project that our friends on the other side, on the other slope, have done. Would you like to tell us about that?
Yeah, I don't know if any of you saw it uploaded yesterday, so maybe people haven't. But podcast, Josh Box, Josh and what's his
Boykun.
I'm terrible.
Swoltaku?
Boykun, yeah, like
No, not Boykun.
Full Otaku, like
Oh, Soultaku. Okay.
Yeah.
it was Full Otaku.
Yeah,
Yeah, they
Jimmy.
interviewed ex
Kamieda,
NMB
Emika.
captain Kamieda.
Emika.
There you go. Yeah, like I gotta be honest, those guys. I mean, it's like we've always thought about, can we get a member and stuff, and that being said, like it was really great to see our fellow brothers over there get it, and again, Erica is like super cool. The interview is really clear. She speaks amazing English, which I had no idea. She's in Spain right now, doing like I guess like work. But this girl is like ridiculously awesome, and like she was very vulnerable in the interview. She was very honest about some stuff going on in her life. She was very lonely in Spain for that first year, really kind of dealing with that, which when you go to another country, we've all been there. But you want like a really good interview with a former idol who's still kind of doing idol things, who still wants to be in the idol milieu. You have to watch this interview. This is an important interview, and all props and respect to those, because they handled it really well. It's edited professionally. Like I mean they're doing like cut shots and side shots, and like it's ridiculous. Like I'm just like, you guys are unreal. So please, if you guys, any of you guys,
Not yet.
Not yet. Not yet, sadly.
We're bad.
not yet. Okay, like. No, well, I mean, they just uploaded it. They just uploaded it. So I just happened to catch it today. I was working and I was like, whoa. I was like, what? So, it's great. Anybody, I hope we'll have a link in the description. Yeah. So,
Yeah, I'll make it.
definitely check that out. Yeah, definitely check that out. So,
Very
it's
good.
amazing. Like, yeah.
Okay.
Very cool.
Okay then. Let's then move on to what happened in this week. I would say let's start with the biggest thing that finally we were waiting for. I won't call it that.
News.
It's the unimportant news according to them. SKE48 announces their 28th single.
Whoop whoop. Yes.
And no titles. That title's still pending, right?
No.
And
No title reveal.
Interesting senbatsu announcement though, and of course the big happy news is the new center that is Furuhato now.
Woohoo!
Finally,
Wanted it.
Hard time.
I'm really ready for the visually enhancements that we'll get with this MV because holy crap, this
Yep.
beauty is gonna be starring in this MV. The other side though, with the
About
rest of senbatsu, of course, no Tani, no care, right?
Oh.
Yep, don't care.
And someone else that's not on the list, and that's surprising to me, is Kitogawa Ryoha not
Yeah,
in the
Ryoha.
senbatsu. What
Yeah.
happened?
Yeah, what happened?
So weird.
Okay, so basically, what people imagine is that there was a mutual consent that Ryoha didn't want to because of some reasons. That she just wasn't
Feeling
something, you know. Yeah, it's I don't want to say that that precise, but it was like she maybe wanted to be out for this one, for reasons. It's kind of odd. Like one thing people said was a few weeks ago there was a photo without a caption of Ryoha by either the SKE Twitter account or Yuasa that had just Ryoha and nothing else. So people like thought that maybe they had a talk and were like, that Ryoha was like, I didn't want to because of whatever reason. That may be the thing, because otherwise, if let's just say for argument's sake that she wasn't included, consciously, that they were like, no, we're not putting it in her in the senbatsu, then she would have taken that, very emotionally, because I've seen the photos. It's like, if she didn't get into it because management didn't want her to be into it, then she would have been crying a lot. So, and because of the reaction she gave afterwards, it's like I want to say that she wanted to be out for this one for whatever reason.
Maybe
I
she
think
wants
that
to
is
sit this
the
one out. She wants to just sit on this one
I
out.
want to think that is the case. Otherwise, it's difficult, because this isn't. It's not a definitive answer, but it's one where I'm like, if that's the reason, then that's fine. I hope that she'll get back in. I'm just gonna take that she wanted to be left out for whatever reason. Maybe. Well, I'm not gonna speculate, but I hope that is the case, because otherwise, I'd be very very. So. So we have to see.
The rest of the senbatsu is pretty much the same ones, right? A few new names here and there.
Yeah, new names.
4 new ones.
Yeah.
But I'm glad. I really like to take that Furuhato now is finally in the position that she actually deserves.
Woohoo, older.
Pretty much. Basically, the new reset they announced. There's like this whole tour coming up, and it's basically they are. It's a good thing to me that they are separating themselves more and more from AKS. It's like
even a new logo, I would say.
Yeah, just basically SKE got really sold to a fact that it's more now a sister group, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
But it's something needed, I would say. So looking forward to it. It's coming out in
July the 24th.
July 24th.
So 2 months until it's released, and maybe next month the MV.
Yeah,
maybe.
Hopefully.
They're going to fly 10 hours away, I believe.
For
that's
Hawaii?
the rumor. That's the rumor, Hawaii. But
yeah. Well, we'll see.
Yeah, could be Hawaii actually. Yeah.
Could be summer song. Whoa, yeah, we need it. Thank God. Oh,
I like
it.
it. Since release in July anyway.
It would be weird if it's just a Mizuki song with Furuhato Now Center. That's not her style, I would say.
I'm expecting a punkish.
I like it.
I'm expecting a punkish.
Either a punkish or a classical, like a gala, or maybe something both. Who knows?
Gala wouldn't make sense in the summer though, but
maybe
evening soirees.
Oh, maybe, but
some
still
summer
doesn't make
soirees.
sense.
Maybe that's the
We
title.
have to wait. Maybe.
It doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah, the thing is like I'm still really kind of bummed that like Tani's had this massive blackout on being in senbatsu for a long time now, but I'm also kind of like Furuhato now is gonna take the spotlight anyways, like
Yeah.
this has been so long in coming, and honestly, I think could be the future of SKE, if I could say that. I don't know. I mean, she's been around a while, so I don't know if that's technically a right thing to say, but it just feels like it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
She's a
how do I
veteran.
put
She's
it?
a veteran.
She's a lot different though than
She's
when
a veteran.
but she had the when they had the long hair. That was a very different type of Furata now, I would say.
Right.
Right.
That's kind of what I'm getting at. It's like she's changed, but like for the better, I feel. Don't you guys
Oh,
feel?
yeah, definitely.
Oh,
Oh,
yes.
Oh yeah.
Hey now. Hey now.
Well,
Come
we'll
on
see.
now.
We'll see what happens in that. I'm looking forward to it. It was actually when we heard the news. That was the first good news I think that
In
came
a
out
long
in a
time.
long
Yeah.
time.
Yeah.
So, yay!
Yeah, it's been a while, hasn't it? It really
Yeah.
has, unfortunately. It's gonna
Well,
be good though.
if we're gonna talk about being steamy and hot and stuff like that, I just saw the teaser from IZ One's Buenos Aires.
Yep. Oh yeah, yeah.
Oh,
A
yeah.
little bit of the crazy eyes, but that doesn't mind a bad thing, I would say.
Nope.
The CD jackets look amazing.
Yeah. Gonna be
Little,
ordered. So, yeah.
yeah, so second single coming out at the 26th of June, so it's right before SKE, the month before.
Mhm.
Looking forward to it. I think it is a good start, like a good beat, I would say. Yes, Derek.
Well, that's that's what I wanted to ask you. Is the background music? We can assume that like from the song, right? Because sometimes you never know these groups. Like they have nothing to do with the song. But do you guys think it is? Like that's the song we're going to be hearing?
I hope it's part of it.
Part of it, hopefully.
See, that's what I was thinking too. If that's gonna be part of the song, like good things are ahead for IZ One. I think there could be something there. I don't know what, but I feel like again, I mean IZ One. It's just they could do something there with that.
yeah,
I mean that
definitely.
particular thing I heard. So I'm really hoping to hear the whole thing, of course. But it's exciting. It's encouraging to see. The girls still trekking along. It's been a year now. Like
Something like
about like right like.
Yeah, it's
God,
about a
it's
year
been
since
that long.
Produce 48. So
Oh.
A year and a half?
Last year we were talking we were talking about Produce 48 this time last year, right? Like
yeah.
it was all
Yeah.
leading up to the
Yeah.
Sasenkyo and everything.
Mhm.
So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, oh,
Time flies.
so much
Time
more
really
stuff going
flies.
on last.
I've already had some messages, so I only 1.5 year left and they're done. Oh boy.
Well, if you want to be more clear, it's going to be 1 year and 7 months.
Yeah, something like that. So I already had some messages in my inbox
Wow.
about it. So yeah.
Who's coming back first? It will be HKT members or Harupi.
Point.
We're never going to see
Wait,
Harupi again,
I
are
don't
we?
think they're coming back.
Yeah, that's also a thing. Maybe they're like,
No,
nah. Just like,
Forgotten. She'll be
why,
abandoned.
why would Sakura-tan and why would any of them come back? Like they're doing great. They're in a successful group. They're loved by millions. Like it's catapulted themselves to a whole other level.
Members.
Like I wouldn't come back. Why would you come back?
maybe the members,
Eh,
Murashige,
Loyalty. Come on.
Moriyasu Madoka,
Hopefully.
Yeah, they got
Miku Tanakamiku.
they got new members to care about with Korean names. Like I don't think they care anymore. Like I think again, Idol here today, gone today. I think if anything, HKT's gonna have to find their own way to balance. And if they do that, by the time Sakura-tan and them roll up, they're gonna use that as an excuse. Sakura-tan will be, you guys are doing good. You don't need me. Cool, I can resign. Instead of feeling like she's a bad person if she doesn't resign. Like hopefully for HKT, they'll find their own person. I mean, like we've talked about before, there's so many good candidates in HKT that could take Sakura-tan's role, in my opinion, easily, if not more so. But it's a question of marketing and pushing that, giving them a platform again, like they had with Otake, which they don't have. So they need all that.
Yeah, true.
Will they get it? Probably not.
Hmm.
Who knows? We shall see.
All right. Then that was, I think, the most fun news out of it. Well, there's one more fun news, I would say, but then I have to go to Colin, since he has some information on BNK48.
Oh yeah, best news.
BNK.
Hey.
The sports festival got announced. It will be held in September, and they revealed the teams.
Oh.
And there's a BNK
Awesome.
even released the video, just like with the Jabaja announcement. The reactions to who the captains were, because that was pre-decided, and members themselves, they basically drew out of a hat, oh, I'm in this team.
Yeah.
And the 4 teams, it's an interesting one. Team Yellow, Chaprong, of course. For Purple, Izurina. Hey, that's cool.
Expected as well.
For Blue, it's Tarwan. Not sure how to pronounce that. My apologies. But that would be that's a cool group. And Team Pink with Q. That's interesting one. People are like saying, oh, Team Blue is the villainous team. Purple are the derps. Yellow are ones that actually have many acting credits to their names. So that's the acting group. And Pink is the softies.
Oh yeah.
That's basically what I heard some people say.
Wow.
But it is. I'm happy. Nice team. I'm rooting for either Team Yellow or Team Pink. I'm not sure which one. But it's cool. It's like second gen and first gen together, so that is pretty cool. Hoping for lots of good moments between them. I personally don't know many second gen members because, well, it's a bit difficult if there are not really specific English subtitles for them, which is easier. BNK Victory, wow, an amazing show. There were English subtitles, but they were a bit difficult.
Google Translate version.
That's good luck with that. But hey, this could be pretty cool. Like a sports event, I can watch that without any subtitles. I'm like, that could be a fun moment, or that, or I could laugh because physical comedy. But I'm very happy. That's good news. They announced it. I'm not sure where it will be, but it will be in September, so that's pretty cool. 4 teams.
Kind of hoping in one of the stadiums, national football stadiums.
Probably.
They're gonna do it like the AKB style, I think.
I hope. I'm not sure what to expect. Sure, yeah. Derek?
Yeah. I'm really, really hoping we see a Sakura-tan runner type, like somebody who like legit can't run, and we'll all just feel like I wonder who it would be, like if BNK has anybody that like really is like like with hand, like that would be amazing. We'll see like all these memes pop up all over the internet afterwards of like the BNK member. And then once again, BNK will rule the universe. They'll rule the universe again and not even have to sweat doing it. So it'll be interesting.
For sure. I hope we'll be able to watch it live. I haven't heard anything about that.
I haven't seen anything yet.
I take it will be to some degree, and if that's the case, then I'm sure that it will be streamed somewhere, or I'll be able to find someone.
Yeah, maybe we can watch it live around the time.
Yeah, timing-wise, it's almost
cool.
the same as Japanese time, like an hour or 2 different. So that will work, for an afternoon. I hope it'll be fun, and maybe announce by that time the single afterwards, because they've had what was it, Beginner this year, Jabaja is the album. So as of their planning, there will be 2 more singles this year. So around that time, maybe they either have announced it, the senbatsu that is, and maybe for the event
I
itself.
don't think so. If Jabaja is coming out,
I forgot when. I don't know. I think
June?
Maybe June, August.
I don't think there was a specific date set yet.
So one every 3 months, and then it's like.
Yeah, the release is a bit odd. Beginner was for the Susenkyo, which was January, and then it got released April. I want to say. Someone must correct me maybe in the comments. I think it was April.
Mm-hmm.
So it's. They can always, drop it at the end of December like HKT did in 2017. Or even NMB also probably that year.
Beginning was in March, actually.
Well,
March.
March. Well,
yeah.
Well, then it's still possible. Maybe September is what, the 9th month? It could. We have to wait and see. Maybe they won't announce anything. Maybe they do. It's will be a pretty cool event. You know, they already have all the cameras and the fans and the members themselves. That would be both heartbreaking, but also, you know, something new, something exciting. But that's a bit wishful thinking. We'll have to see. I look forward to it. I want it.
It's still far away though, so that I'm sad about, Mark.
Yeah, 4 months.
Uh,
That's true.
We're looking forward to that when it arrives there. I need a sports festival this year.
Same here.
Don't we
yes,
all
that'd be
want
nice.
every
Something to just. Well, I mean, it's like there's nothing else going on, so it's like, what
Yeah.
else is there really? So, it'd be nice to have something.
Yeah, it could be a good idea, you know, replace a biggest event of the year with something to just fill the void. Oh wait, let's not do that. And why is nobody interested in us currently? Very good. Keep going like that.
Woo!
Yep. So looking forward to that. Well, speaking of making bad choices, then I can also go to this. Yeah, a little bit of NGT48. I know I said it. I'm not gonna talk about it.
Twice.
Twice.
Just a little bit. So now that Yamaguchi Maho is gone and moved on to a new agency, to Keon. Very good. Looking forward to her activities in entertainment. Happy that she's still going for entertainment and that she, well, it was not surprising that she's going to be picked up very soon because it's like a lot of people are like, yeah, just come in this company, we'll
Yeah,
treat
gotta
you
have
right.
that visual, man. You gotta have that visual.
But now, since she's now signed to a new company, moved on from NGT, what decide NGT48 to do or AKS to do? You know what? Let's take those suspects to court and make a whole new case on this. So if we need a witness or testimony, let's have Yamaguchi Mao testify. Still with AKS then, basically, until that's over. And I was like, are you kidding me? This happened in December. And we're almost 6 months further away, and now they decide to? Maybe we should sue. Should we sue? Let's sue. It's like...
Right?
Keep making mistakes and mistakes and mistakes. Last week it was the whole thing with Kato Minan, and now you have the NGT Manager on Twitter. And it's just like... someone made a fun comment basically saying if the houses, the sister group were House of Harry Potter, then NGT would be Slytherin, basically.
Yeah. Yep. Pretty much. Oh boy.
That's good.
You might
That's
get flack
good.
for this, but yeah, true.
Yeah.
It's getting sad. It's
Well-
really getting sad.
I mean, I thought you guys crucified NGT pretty good last podcast. I commend you for that. I did notice that the NGT manager lately has been on a Twitter storm. Like I was like, boom, 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 boom. Like, hi, I'm the NGT manager. I'm going to start tweeting today. And then like hundreds and hundreds of people messaging this person, him trying to like, him or she, I don't even know if it's a guy or a girl, I can't remember, trying to like,
Woman.
like respond and yeah, and it was just crazy. Like I was just like, you think opening a Twitter and trying to talk to people indirectly is gonna fix this? It's like this is not a fixable solution.
No.
Like the only thing to do at literally the only thing to do at this point, NGT goodbye, members go to different places and they quietly work their way back into everyone's consciousness and do it in a way that's not going to be offensive to anyone. Boom, done. Then you can at least salvage things. But you got to get rid of NGT, you got to get rid of everything. It's just, you can't do it at this point.
Basically,
I mean,
how it
if I was AKS, that's all you could do.
basically how it feels like is, say you have like a leak with like some kind of pool or something, and the person to fix it runs off, comes back a few months later, and it's like, I finally ordered flex tape. It's like,
Wow.
thank you, but it's
Thank you,
it's
but-
empty.
It's empty right now, yeah, it's empty, so it's not gonna work this time.
It's like, yeah, there you go, it fixed. There you go.
Unless the pool is empty or something like that.
Why is nobody in the pool anymore? Huh, that's weird. I thought I fixed the problem, so I put some tape on it. It should be fine now.
Very specific situation.
Didn't have it before. No.
Like, it's just that, and it's the fact that like, you know, like they just continue to find ways to screw up, and now even the members, like, I can't believe what happened with Katamina, and it's just like, what's going on here? Like, how? Why would you even say anything?
Yeah, exactly. Why would you say that?
Like, it's just unbelievable.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. I just
I saw
no
on Twitter.
control. It's,
We got some messages from Twitter that people were saying, well, this is the only good NGT CD that I bought, or this is the last one I bought, and it's really astounding that people have no clue. It's really no clue that they're like, well, maybe if we do this, it would be better. Maybe if we do that, would be better. But it's just blah, horrible.
Oh dear.
it's
Yeah.
well, okay, but it's also one more thing to say to this point is like, you have a group that's like national, that's gotten like massive exposure over something they know they messed up on, and like, again, the only real damage control you can do here is not ban your girls from social media, but like sit them down and be like, look, you're all done. Like, we're moving you. You either can go to this group, or you can leave. Like, NGT's over. Like, you can't. How are those girls gonna stand on the stage again and sing their songs and anybody care, except for like the core otaku fans who don't care about anything because
Yeah.
they're stuck in their rooms. They don't pay attention to anything. Like, it's like outside of those people, and again, nothing against those types because they're kind of the foundation of AKB to begin with. But it's like outside of them, like, you're not going to attract new fans. Can you imagine, like, you're some mother with your child, like some young girl who's like, oh, can what's NGT, mom? And you know the whole story, and you're like, just move on. Let's go. Let's
move on.
don't even talk about them. Like, it's, you're not going to want to introduce your child to a group that allows women to get assaulted and no problem, like, and she's in the wrong. I mean, even in Japan, there is some sensibility that like maybe that's not the best thing. It's unreal. Like, we don't live in the 60s here in Japan anymore. We don't live in the 70s. Like, women actually, yeah, it's still not great here, like we've said. Like, rights are still horribly bad, but they're way better than they were. Enough to the point where like a lot of younger folks here are like, screw that. Idol, great. And it affects me because it just tarnishes idols, the concept of idol, and they just, I don't know, they just need to stop, go away, disappear, just become part of the background at this point. That's just all you can do. I mean, you got members having death threats, you got members looking at things they shouldn't be looking at on streams and saying things you just have to shake your head and be like, it's just like, you can't do it. Just bye. See you later.
Do you have the air conditioning on or like a fan?
No, not really. What's
Oh,
wrong?
I do. Here, let me turn this up.
Okay. No, sorry, man. I'm just hearing the
better?
blow in the mic. Yeah, that's a lot better.
Okay.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Sorry.
No
Yeah,
worries,
it's
man.
been real hot here. Like, summer just hit us like crazy the other day.
Hey, the sun
So,
is shining
sorry.
over here, even though it rained all day and no public transportation.
Storm.
Yeah.
Guess who had to
Oh,
go
that's
to work
horrible.
today at 7 o'clock?
That's horrible.
Yay for bike.
Yay for biking.
Yes.
So much rain, I'm so wet.
Well, like that's any different.
Just next week. Next week. Okay.
Wow.
No, the things are changing, but it feels like it really stepped back in the last situation. We can go hours and hours for this, but I'm ready. I'm really ready to just move on. And sadly, with the
Yes,
news that
please.
they're going with the lawsuit, basically, they're now involving her again because you know that she has to go back there, even though she's not a part of anything anymore. She has a testimony, and the thing is, so she's not even suing the suspects. It's the company, but not under her name. So basically, she won't get anything out of it. Not even for damages or anything. No, because she's just now a witness that they're going to use. She's not the, what do you call that? The victim. She is the victim, but not in the court case because she's not the one who's suing them. Because the company is suing them that she's not a part of anymore. It's a whole law thing, basically. So all the damages that will happen, if there will be coming into the right, then it will go to AKS. Stupid
Maybe.
system. Stupid system. So we'll see what comes out of that. But I'm just happy for Mahon that she find a new place and just continue to shine, make everybody laugh, and continue with this new great opportunity, I would say. One more thing that there was also a little extra involvement. So there was this event and people were asking questions and Machaling was there.
Yeah.
They asked her a question about the management system, about NGT, and then staff stepped in and it's like, no comments, no, we'll talk about those questions later, and then basically forced it off, and yeah, she wasn't allowed to speak. Awesome.
Wow.
That makes sense.
It
I
makes
feel that
sense.
makes sense.
It makes sense in a way. It's
That's
like
crazy.
protecting the members and staff, but it didn't feel like she was
During
bothered
a
about it.
completely different event, which was none of the business of that event.
Yeah, okay. If you look at it in both ways, but the thing I'm more about is she didn't have any problems. She didn't feel harassed. She didn't feel like she's like, no, I'm okay to answer that. And then staff was like, no. Next question. This question won't be answered. Bye bye. And that's the problem I have. That's what there is. It's like if it was like she's like, we have a new event coming up, and then it's important. But if she was like, oh no, sure, I'll answer that, then that's the problem I have with that.
Okay.
You don't agree?
No, it's there's no correlation between those things. It's like it's Macheling doing something else, and the Mahon thing was none of her business. It wasn't anything of the business of the event in which she participated in. It was just media being like, well, that member is alone in that event. It has nothing to do with that. Let's ask. I think it's bad journalism. I don't think that they should ask her in an environment that had nothing to do with it. It's like, I don't know, at a soccer whatever thingy and people are talking about it. Hey, what do you think about Africa? I don't feel that makes sense. Exactly. That's my reaction as well. I don't feel that.
I get you.
I don't see a problem.
Do you understand that they tried to do it the normal way, but management was putting a stop to it, and they felt like, hey, we still need answers. Let's try and do an opportunity there.
I don't like that from the journalists.
Okay, I agree with you on that point. I would say it's more like keep it professional. But my fact more was she had no problem answering the question, and then it got stopped. Basically, she's silencing her. That's more my problem than the moral ways of.
I would even say that she should not answer it.
Oh, that's different. But it's more like she could have gave her own comment instead of staff stepping in.
That would probably hurt her more.
And she said, "No, I don't have any comments. Move on."
I'm actually happy that she didn't have to. Well, it's more that the management was like, "No, we're stopping it here. We are not going to answer these questions because it has nothing to do with her." And the event, it's like I said, or something else at a soccer event. Hey, what do you think about the basketball team? Why? Doesn't make any sense. Why would you ask a soccer player?
All right, understandable. Any other thoughts on that situation?
No, actually, that's that, I think so. Yeah.
So
Well said.
So okay then. What else? What else can we talk about?
That's.
Patreon questions.
Yeah, we'll do that a little bit later. I'm still looking forward to all the previews we've been getting with the 2 photo books that I'm really looking forward to.
Oh yeah.
The one is the Moria Akane, who was
Akane,
in Monaco.
Mm-hmm.
Every day she's like doing the little game like Achikuji Hoi or something like that. The look away game basically. That's funny. And she is so freaking adorable with those little movies she does with location shoots. She enjoyed herself immensely, so that's what I'm looking forward to. Then we look at the other side.
Yeah. Oh wait. Where do I even look?
NMB48 Shiroma Miru photo book is Too dangerous.
Yeah.
Very
For
dangerous.
like,
Is it out now?
No,
No.
just their Twitter, Instagram previews.
the
Ye-
trio,
yowza.
Oh man. Yows. Oh man.
Ay 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 ay. Yay.
Let's just say I posted it in a group and nobody knew where to look. Yeah, where do you even look? Let's keep it at that. Yeah.
Yeah,
This
so
should be safe? Yeah.
I'm
This
looking
should be
forward to
safe.
those. Yeah. Other than that, we had a showroom event. So,
Yeah.
DX, can you explain more what the showroom event exactly was?
Well, it's basically looking for the girls that wanted to do a promotion in Cebu into the Philippines. Top 3 would be actually going to Cebu to shoot for the Cebu travel book. And the members that had won were Team H, Yokoyama Yui, Team A, Shinozaki Ayama, and on number 1 is Onishi Momoka from Team 8 as well.
Yeah, so they
he's
they
also
switched it around, right? Because I thought Ayane was actually first place at the end, but the voting in was a little later, I think.
Yes, something like that. I just got the main results here, and it says that Onishi Momoka is number, and she's also going to be the cover girl for that set travel book for Cebu. So, yeah, kind of curious about it actually. So, I don't know a whole lot about Cebu itself. So,
We'll
Could be
see.
interesting.
Sadly, your girl got 9th, right?
yeah, sadly so.
Sixth.
Oh, I saw a little bit of Komi's stuff on
With-
Twitter.
With her mother.
Yep. Wow.
That was awesome. I loved it.
Oh yeah, her mother's usually on showroom with the dogs, of course. But she also had some certain outfits.
crazy.
That's very
Yeah.
interesting.
Yep. Oh man.
It's like pointing a gun at you. It's
Pointing a
like,
gun,
come to my
yeah.
showroom. It's like,
Okay.
did you see how
That's
many
funny.
Tokyo towers have been thrown?
Oh yeah.
That's
stopped
Too many.
so much
I
money.
stopped counting. I stopped counting. So yeah.
Let's get your first place.
Mhm.
So it was a fun event. Colin froze at a weird time.
Yep. Oh boy. Oh dear.
Let's
Looks
wait
like-
for Colin to return. Maybe he disappears again.
Yeah. I can hear you guys. I don't know what you guys are talking about.
Basically, you were like this.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh.
I can make some jokes. About Onishi Momoka, I heard that maybe she got help from the BNK fans.
Oh really?
It's I think it was some Japanese media, don't know which one, that said that the Mobiles fan club actually may have helped Onishi in this event because they are
Money.
quite close. They I know that they did some things during was it Thanksgiving Festival? The Thanksgiving Festival, I want to say.
Must have been.
Mhm.
And I remember seeing a lot of pictures with the two of them. And I think when Mobile ranked in during her Susenkyo, the BNK won that a bunch of other members as well, including Momoka, congratulated her. It's like they are, they are friends.
We're close,
I don't know,
yeah,
acquainted.
yeah.
They're close enough that the fan club is like, well, let's help Onishi in winning, and that's pretty cool.
Ding ding.
Very cool.
Oh, speaking of BNK48 again, they are set to join Tokyo Idol Festival this year.
Oh yeah, that's also a thing. Yeah,
Yes.
They're coming over.
It's very exciting.
yeah.
They're coming over again.
Six
Yes.
girls, including Mobile. The rest I forgot.
Music as well. Munich, Sachan, Pupe, Ben, Bamboo, and you. Should
Hey,
be
well.
the other members.
Doing
So
some
that
work.
would be great. There's actually another BNK thing. From where we belong, like they released which is why I wanted to bring it up, a teaser for the something, and I didn't watch it because teaser means not watching. Because I hate teasers.
Mhm.
Yeah, you
I
want to
rather
be
wanna-
surprised in full.
Yeah, you want to, okay.
Exactly. I want to see it when, in full, not a teaser. A trailer, that's fine, but no teaser. I don't like teasers. Always bad. But people can watch it. It's with music and genres. Many people liked it, but again, I didn't want to see it. But it's good. I heard good things, so that must mean something.
All right then. Anything else before we move on to the AMA and Toast of the Month questions from our Patreon supporters?
Apparently, some MNL48 members are in Japan at the moment. Actually,
Oh, yeah?
I was just watching a small travel blog from MNL48's Sayaka, and she was shopping at the Dogi in Okayama. It was pretty interesting to watch, actually. And I think there are also a couple of other members, but I'm not too sure about who yet. But I will link the blog I have watched in the description as well. So it was pretty fun to watch. It's pretty fun to watch. So yeah.
Cool.
Pretty cool.
Well, we'll see what comes out of that.
Yeah.
Some surprise over there.
Yeah. Hopefully.
All right. So, let's see. I had it open, and then, of course, when I need it,
You closed it. Okay.
You close
So-
that. Dun, 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 dun.
loading. Oh, come on.
Loading.
Ah.
Loading.
Alright,
Loading.
here.
Loading.
So, we got some questions here. First off, from Jerrison Oracion. In the season finale of the most recent season of IZ One Buenos, the members went around Seoul to invite them to a concert. If you saw any of the members, what would you say to them?
Just say, do your best, and I'll see you at the concert. I would say, keep it professional. I would say, but that would be me.
Okay, so my question would be then, do I see them, I know that they're there, or would I be surprised?
I would be surprised, to be quite honest.
I think if it's surprise, then I would just be doing an over-the-top reaction and just go like, and just fall on the ground or something, just to get them off, and then I'll be like, hello, just the normal.
That's not my style, though. But
Normal, he says.
normal, he says. Yeah.
No, I wasn't expecting it. So how can I then be like, oh hey, yeah, I knew you were here. No, I don't expect it. They just came out the corner. It's like, oh my god, they're there. That's how you go on the inside.
That's
Basically,
interesting.
that's how it works. On the inside, you go like, holy crap. On the outside,
Yeah,
you're like,
true, but you try to stay calm. I'm
Yeah.
more the type that stays calm, to be quite honest. So yeah.
Yeah, I always try to be with celebrities. When I see concerts and you see all, I'm not saying that's always the thing, but they're always louder. It's when the females are just going like, ah. I never do that. I never go, bah. I'll maybe cheer. I'll go yay just to do it in there, but I always keep it at a level that's not going like, okay,
Over the top,
these people
yeah.
are crazy. Basically, I saw a little short video with Sakura, Nako, and Cheon, I believe. They were in a crowd, and one of them got pushed. You know, to get that uncomfortable feeling, like, yeah,
Yeah, exactly.
this person's going to hurt me feeling. That's always the far idea from it. And I have a good example. I think I used it on the show here before, but basically I met the queen of my country.
Oh yeah, you used it.
No.
Unexpectedly.
wow.
Yeah, unexpectedly. And basically on the inside I'm like, oh crap, that's actually, okay. And on the
Yeah, you
outside I'm like, here we have some pencils. Just normal.
Yeah, but didn't you tell me like the king is like super chill dude, like just show up randomly in places and stuff?
Well, basically that's how people are, you would say. Just, you don't, I wouldn't, if a celebrity comes in and they'll be like, I'm here, yeah, look at me. Unless it's an event that I'm expecting that person to show up. If it's just like a normal day, you walk in the street and person goes like, hey, you know me. It's like, sadly I do. And if it were that reaction. I think there's a thin line
gotcha.
between that, so. But, you know, you have those scenarios when you meet them. Oh!
And yeah. Oh, there we go.
Yes. Loading.
Still loading, alright?
Colin, come back! Come back from the swirling purple hole that
Void.
you fell in
From the void.
from the void.
You're
No.
still there, man. You're
Wow.
still there, man.
That's actually loading a long time.
Yep. Oh,
Well,
man.
we'll see Colin in a bit.
Yeah, exactly.
But basically, I have always scenarios when you meet them, and there he is! Yay!
There he is.
You miss nothing.
Back.
Basically, the idea is that when you meet them, you'll be like, it depends on what they're doing, or maybe you always think about, I don't want to make them uncomfortable. Maybe I just want to say hi, and if it's okay, take a picture. Um, but that's it probably. Any other situation, you're like, no, they get this a lot, they get this often. You don't want to pressure them too much.
Yeah, don't be that guy.
Unless they're like, hey, you want to grab a drink? Then I'm like, all right, let's go. Where are we going?
Yeah, exactly. Only then. But they have to. The initiative has to come from them and not from yourself.
Yeah, no, I'll always be like the little bit like, is it okay? Hey, not bothering you. It's okay. Just maybe giving you a cookie. It's not poison. So something like that. That's basically my stick. I wouldn't be going over the top. Just treat them with respect. Still, would be awesome to see them. That's the idea behind it. Colin, let's. What do you would do actually? Okay.
Really?
And he froze again, probably.
I think he froze a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, Colin's really.
Colin's having a little Discord issues today.
It's his turn. Yeah,
it's his turn this week.
Hi.
Hi.
Yeah.
I heard something about cookies. I was like, I want one.
Currently, your lips are moving.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, here we go.
Let's try the question.
Yes.
And now he's not muted, but he.
No, I was
moving a bit. Yeah.
just messing with you. I heard something about cookies. I was like, hey, cookies.
Yeah,
That was the only
poisonous cookies.
That's not very good.
No. Colin, what would you do in the situation then if you meet members like that?
Depends who.
Okay, so in this case, IZ One.
If they are with camera people, I would be like, oh hey, they're camera people. What is going on there? Otherwise, I don't think I would notice. To be completely honest, I would not notice unless it's really advertised. If it were a surprise, then I would be like, do I know you? You look familiar.
Yeah, yeah. That's the Dutch way of things doing. It's like, I know you. Just the first thing. It's like, I know you from somewhere, and I'm gonna say it out loud until I know.
And then if that were the case, I would be thinking, and then half an hour later, I would be like, oh wait, yeah, now I know.
Exactly.
It always hits later.
Then it's like,
Oh wait, yeah.
That it was again.
Them
right?
people.
Them people.
Okay, but say it was with your Oshi.
Oh, that would be amazing. I'd probably make a reference to something that would make her instantly know that she would know that I know her.
Okay.
What? Probably something to the games she's been playing, or a funny phrase in the community. Not sure what. I would probably make something up on the fly.
Okay. DX?
To be quite honest, it's more like I try to stay professional, so it's more like hi and do your best and nothing more, I would say. So relatively neutral, I would say. So
Yeah, basically same as a handshake event. I think that's
pretty
that's
much,
how you deal with it,
yeah,
like the
pretty much,
normal way. I think for the people who went to a handshake event, that's how you deal, basically interacting with celebrities or idols on that side.
Yeah, pretty much.
Derek, I think you have a lot of saying on this.
Yeah, this is one of those questions that actually balloons into other things, because there's two parts for me. There's the me before staff and me after staff. Obviously, if I saw these girls and I knew they were idols and I knew who the first words out of my mouth would be Sky and they'd identify me as Concassia, because only Concassia would say that in that situation, and then they would probably ask me the next words, are you an idol staff or something? And I'd tell them yes. And if I was working directly with them, my first words would be Ohayo gozaimasu, because even if it's nighttime, you still say that's your first thing you say. Then you say, anytime you see the idols after, anytime you say it's no matter if you see him 400 times after, you always say that. That's sort of the barrier word and the barrier phrase that you use to basically keep you at a distance, instead of saying, hey, Genki, how are you? Because you don't really say Genki to people unless, you know. So that's, something a lot of foreigners don't understand. So it's, my role would be basically, what do you need? Can I help you? No, cool, it's Gary-sama. And it's it, I honestly, I wouldn't even be phased, because it's I've met more famous people than them, to be honest. I know you might think that's crazy to say, IZ One being as big as they are, but honestly, I've met idols that are like god tier idols. You know, I've met a lot of famous people in my life. Do you guys know Nine Inch Nails?
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like Trent Reznor, like he's from my hometown. So like I've ran into that dude so many times, and every time it was a little intimidating. But then you run into him all the time, it's like, hey, what's up? You know, it's like big deal. And then it's like I've met a lot of famous people. Like I met like all the AKB members. Like, you know, meeting Sashi was a little intimidating, only because it's Sashi. But
Yeah,
she was so
Sashi, yeah.
nice. She was sweet. You know, it was right after she got her teeth stuff done. So I asked her like, how you doing with that? And she's like, oh, I'm good. And that was about all I had time to ask. Sakura-tan was the one that surprised me the most. Like I've told you, she was super sweet. Kept trying to talk to me. She was probably one of the most famous ones I met. Sure. Some of the other ones, like, you know, meeting Ogi that was a wild ride. You know, like I've said, she assaulted me with her gankiness.
Yeah.
I mean, she's insane. And just like there's, I met Mahone, who was like the chill, cool beauty.
Yep.
It's like I've met people that are so famous, it's ridiculous. But then at the same time, it's like I work in an industry that's all about fame. You know, these idols, they're called idol because they're not of this earth. They're of the god world. Like they're goddesses. So it's like they're treated like that in a lot of cases. The Cheki is like the way to bring them down to your level to make them human. It's a very, very interesting dynamic with idol. And now that I've seen fame in that perspective, I don't look at fame like a lot of people would. Because my pre-idol days, when I used to go to concerts all the time, you know, I would draw pictures for famous people. I'd get autographs. I'd wait inside until they come out, like for hours, and talk to famous people. Like, do you know the group Slipknot?
Oh
Yeah.
yes.
I when they first got started and like nobody really knew who they were on tour like Coal Chamber. I don't know if you remember that group. And me and my bass player Joe that was in my band, like we got there so early at the venue. I think it was in Cleveland. We talked to Corey, their singer. We talked to the Clown. We talked to all their like. Corey must have talked to me and Joe for like 15 minutes. Just sitting there, just shooting just talking. How you doing? The Clown talked to Joe so long that afterwards Joe used to wear a clown mask at our shows because he was like honoring this dude. Because like the Clown dude treated Joe like he was a total normal person. You know what I mean? And then I've also been the famous one. My band, like, again, not tooting my own horn. I'm not saying this for ego or anything. But people, I would come home from tour and I would have so many autographs on my pants and my arms and my shirts. I didn't know what to do because like my big thing was if you met me and you wanted my autograph, I was like, okay, but I want your autograph. So it was equal. I was like, my signature is your signature is just as important to me. So a lot of people just signed my pants. So I used to come home with pants just covered in autographs. Because stupid me, I didn't think to just keep a little autograph book on me and have them sign that. But also I was cooler. I'd show up to a venue, my whole pants are covered. And it was just cool, you know, and I kept those for a long time. And also what I always tried to like make fans feel cool. Like somebody come talk to me, I'd sit there and I'd talk to them for like if I could, you know, or I'd be like, hey, you want to go grab a beer if they were old enough? I'd be like, you want to go get a beer with me? And like, because usually we always had beer with us. So it was like we just pop open a beer and drink. Like we'd show up to shows and there'd be dudes waiting in the parking lot with cases of beer. We'd pull our trailer thing up. We'd take all of our equipment out. Then we'd sit in the back of the trailer and just drink with our fans until it was time for us to. Because usually we headline. Not to toot our own horns, but we were often headlining because nobody wanted to go after us because we were the most craziest group. So it's like, why go after a group that's going to make you look stupid, you know? So it's like, we would just do that all the time. And it's to the point where it's like, there was no fame there. Like we dispelled fame. It was like at first they were like, "Oh my God, it's Derek from the second story window." Oh my God, I'm like, "Whoa!" I was like, "Can that? Can't just get? What's your name?
Yeah.
Who are you? What do you love in life? Let's talk. Let's be cool." And then by the time we were done talking, we were like bros or sisters. We just hugged each other. It was all cool, you know. And then when I broke their nose later in the show because I threw my guitar at their face, they didn't sue, you know, because oftentimes I broke a lot of kids' noses. Like not intentionally, but I was just whipping my guitar out and I must have broke 7 or 8 kids' noses over the course of all those years. None of them sued me because I knew them. Because I knew the kid I broke his nose and he wore it as a badge of honor, wanted to take pictures because it's like, oh, Derek broke my nose. And I've been to the hospital with fans that I hurt, you know, like one kid, I put a guitar in his head. He had to get staples, and I held his hand while they put the staples in. It's like kids didn't care, you know. Again, I didn't intend to hurt anyone, but our shows were insane, and like kids were cool. Like one time, I threw a chair that was on the stage. I don't know why there was a chair. It was a big silver chair. I threw it at somebody in the crowd, and then the person threw it back at me. It was awesome. I was like happy because they did. Because they hit me. I don't care. And some big dude got up on stage and like stood there in front of me to protect. It's just like I've had my share of fame. You know, I've had like a weird alternate hardcore metal reality version. But now it's like I'm around girls that I've seen people literally melt in front of. I've seen girls and guys cry, lose their minds, and bring these girls gifts that are, I don't even want to know how much it costs. And like, idol is a very curious thing when it comes to fame, you know? And that's why I like this question a lot, because it's like now it just rolls off me. I can honestly say there's not many people in this world that I think would intimidate me because of their fame. Not many, you know? And I think that's kind of a weird thing, because back in my day, I was intimidated, then I was the one intimidated, and then now I'm not intimidated at all. It's like, except some of the idols I've been around, some of them, really intimidating. Like, even if I don't want to admit it, they're so beautiful. Like, they're like too beautiful. Or they're just larger than... Sometimes it's like, wow, like I'm sitting next to somebody that the world considers one of the most beautiful people in the world, probably. You know what I mean? Like, it's that can get a little weird, but it's only weird in my head for a minute, and then I'm like, oh, I'm Concassia. Like, it doesn't matter. I have no reason to think about them, you know, other than that. And it's cool.
Cool.
You know?
Thank you for that answer.
Is that, I know that was long. I'm sorry for just like,
No
really want to
worries,
talk about that.
no worries. So the second question, this is going to be a hard one because I have no clue, is how would you describe Kubo Satone personality?
Oh, I actually don't. I haven't following her that much, so I'm not quite sure, to be quite honest.
If you can give me in the comments, basically saying like, oh, you need to watch this and this showcase her personality, I'll watch it, and then I can reply to it. Because I've been thinking very hard, and it's like, nothing comes to mind.
Satopi is a young girl, and without knowing her age, you can definitely tell. I think she's still not necessarily finding her place. She doesn't have a definitive character, I would say. Her catchphrase is kind of fun, but she doesn't have a definitive enough character to be like, yeah, that girl. Which is sometimes is good, sometimes is bad. That depends. She's one of those young kids. She's drafty, I want to say. That's true.
She is. Yeah, she is.
Which means already that it's like, yeah, they drew the short out of the stick. Usually, most of the draftees have that. I would say not a definitive enough character. Someone who is surely trying, but maybe has found her niche.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead.
What I know, I'm sorry, I just want to chime in because, like, it's like, I don't know, I know somewhat about her, and I know that she's like pretty young. She's like 14 or 15, I think. I don't know, somewhere around there. And like, she started a long. Sorry. I'm sorry.
No.
What?
Maybe delay.
Did you say something, Colin? I'm sorry.
No, I agreed with the X. I was like, yeah, around there. But
okay. Sorry. Yeah, we must have had a delay. Sorry about that. No, but like, basically, I know she's been around a while, and like it weirdly, she's like one of those members like you don't realize she's been around a while, I think. And I also think, like, if I'm not, she's team
B. Team B.
Yeah, Team B.
Yeah, I'm 100% sure.
So, okay, so like I know that like she's one of those members. How to put it? Like, you don't know that she's there, but she's there. Like, she was on Teacher. I know that. It's like one of those weird things that, like, with Satopi, like, she's got the fan crowd, because I remember seeing her at a handshake, and her line, if I remember right, was ridiculously long, like ridiculously. So she's one of those weird members that like has popularity and then probably internationally because there's not much out there for us to grab onto internationally. But I do remember seeing some about like her name was like a catchy buzz thing for a while. I don't think now. Again, hard to pick anyone these days with AKB. It really is. But Sata P for a while had a nice little buzz going. And didn't she have like a little moment on AK Bingo like last year or something? Didn't she do something? I swear to God we talked about it and it's escaping me. But like she did have a little moment. And I want to again, commenters, please. I know somebody's out there like let us know. But I think for the most part, like maybe you're right, Colin. I don't know. Maybe she just hasn't really found the thing that she needs to find. At least for international fans. Again, she might be one of those members, you know, for Japan.
Oh yeah.
There's a whole bunch of members like that in AKB that like we don't know, but like the Japanese fans like wow, super crazy. And I think she's at the head of the pack of those types. If you follow my meaning.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Actually, it does. All right, and then
Okay.
the final question is, which one do you like more, Quintet or Cho Unit?
Oh, Quintet.
Quintet.
Yeah, Quintet is I think
By far.
more the ones that has more for me since the
Yeah,
members in
same.
there I know them a little bit more, well, except for in the Cho group it's Moriyasu Madoka. That's the one that's knowing for me. But the other ones, you know, they have this more adult feel that NMB48
Yeah.
has, and HKT has always been more on the fun, crazy side, I would say. So yeah, no, I think for me it's Quintet, just
Yeah, same.
the power behind that. What do you guys
Just
think?
appeals. For me, Quintet appeals a bit more than Show, but that's just pure visually. I'm attracted to the visuals, I would say. So that's the reason why I'm more attracted to Quintet for me personally. So yeah.
Interesting.
Colin?
I remember that on the recent NMB CD, they had a song that I really liked. I liked it so much that I love the instrumental version more.
Which one?
I forgot the name because it's a Japanese name. So
It's called which one?
No, there was something else.
Really?
There was something else. You know what? I'm gonna look at it right now because I
Alright.
believe there was something else.
Take your time then, Derek.
Okay, for me, it's really kind of like I don't have a preference either way, but I do like the fact that again, this is idol where everything in Japan's packaged, everything's a commodity. So it's like if you want this specific fantasy, it's a packaged fantasy for you. If you want this specific thing, it's packaged for you. It's everything's organized, divided. So this is a really cool thing that AKB used to do a long time ago. Remember with like all the subunits, like if you wanted like cool, awesome dance group, what subgroup was that? Would you say not yet or no? Was it not yet or no? It was
Diva.
Diva.
Am I right? It wasn't Diva. It was Diva. So it's like you had like all that. You know, you had like Noob had its little quirky charm. So it's like I like that they're still thinking like that. Like it's still there. Like there's somebody that's working in behind the scenes that probably remembers those days working back then. I was like, hey, why don't we do this? Why don't we make a cute happy group? Let's make a cute. You know what I mean? Like I like that. That gives me a glimmer of hope that what I love about AKB is still there, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So, well, I don't like anyone in particular. I like both of them and what they represent.
Colin, did you find out?
Yeah, Amae Moso. That's the song title, not which one.
And what does that mean? Amaimoso?
I don't know. I don't speak. I know. I'm gonna check. Strangely enough, it doesn't say on the wiki, which is something that they tend to do on like MVs that do not appear on the YouTube page, because I know that this one did not appear. Release. You only know it if you heard it. It's probably something along the lines of "Sweet Delusion."
Well, good title. Interesting. Alright, then let's move on to the final question of this month. And that is from Mette Hendriksen. Which 3 AKB48 members would you like to see get a solo concert next year? So are we speaking just AKB48 or group?
Ooh.
Let's do them all. Let's do everybody.
Yeah,
Everybody.
let's
Let's
do
do
everybody.
sister groups too, because I have some interesting picks on that one. But I want to hear what everyone has.
All right, I'm ready for a new Matsui Jurina solo concert. I want to.
Ooh, that's a
Thank
good
you.
one.
Okay, I was gonna say
Yeah.
that, but that's great.
I
Yes.
need the.
Jurina needs to show us.
I need the old Jurina, like the strong one again, the one that,
Yes.
that everybody loves.
Yeah.
I'm
Yes,
still
yes.
seeing not enough of her, and that's
Thank
something we need.
you.
Thank
you.
I would like
Nailed
to
that.
see a. Let's go to the list in my head. We had so many solo concerts that I already want to see, so I'm looking a
Yeah.
little further. I would like to see Boss have a solo concert.
Boss.
Ah, boss! Nice. I like it. I like it. Yes,
That could be
Good.
fun.
boss. Yes.
Did Yahagi Moika already have a solo concert?
Yeah.
Yeah, she
Yeah,
did.
right. She did, right? So that's
Yeah,
already out
so
the window.
crazy. That's so crazy.
No, I remember I watched it, but I thought she was doing with someone, but that was a guest, I think.
No.
Just
No,
solo.
She had her own solo. It was announced randomly during the.
Well, she won the competition,
Yeah.
so.
No, that was Nojima Kano, that one, I think.
Yeah.
Let's do one more Yokoyama Yui concert, I would say.
Oh, yeah, that would be
Yeah.
cool.
Wow, really, Robin? So you didn't mention a certain somebody that.
Yeah.
I
She
really-
had one already, and it's still fresh in my
Yeah.
mind, and
It's
it was
relatively fresh,
amazing.
so I can imagine you not mentioning her, yeah.
She did Nanaki, and it. All right, you're good for a few years.
That's good.
And to be
That's
fair,
good.
I'm ready for a duo concert. You know, Yuna,
Ooh.
Oh,
Muriyama Yuri, and
Yuna.
Okada Nana. Let's do it some more. Let's milk that till
Yeah.
it's completely dry. DX, what do you think?
I haven't thought about it that much, to be quite honest. So, let's see. Something interesting. This is going to be hard. I kind of want to see Iwata Tasao, since she just
Oh,
got
that's
her
a
pushed
fun one.
as
Not a
a
bad one.
captain.
Mm-hmm.
Yahoo!
Yeah. I actually
Yahoo!
want to do Muto Tou and Muto Oren duo
Ooh,
concert.
that would be fun.
Ooh, the Tomu sisters.
Yep.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Given their behavior
Or the
on
Muto
stage,
sisters.
yeah,
Sorry.
given their behavior on stage, should be really interesting. To
Or
see.
Showroom
That's
is like, did you take it without asking
Yeah.
me? It's like, yeah.
Yeah, something like
Okay,
that.
then I'm gonna take this. And stuff.
So that would be really funny to see.
Mm-hmm.
And lastly, I'm gonna go with the final first gen member there is. I'm
Oh!
going with Minagishi actually. I want to see her.
I was considering her.
Oh my
Yeah,
god, that
that'd
was
be
gonna be my pick. That was gonna be my pick. Oh wow, that's crazy. Great minds think alike.
Nice. Okay,
Those
so
are-
Derek lost 2 of his 3 picks already.
Yeah, pretty much.
I mean, I have like 10 picks, so
Okay.
it's like I'm okay.
Okay,
Okay.
Colin, could you get one more pick off Derek's list?
Yeah,
I'm not
please.
sure. I was thinking of Fukuoka Seina. I was
Oh my
like,
god,
ooh,
she
yeah.
was also on my list. That's so. Are you? You're not kidding. Like we are crazy. Okay, sorry, I'm gonna shut up. Go ahead.
She was the first one. She was the first one I was thinking of. I was like, yeah, I like to see that. Shiroma
Mhm.
Miru, because duh. And the third one, I've been thinking of the third one. I'm like, thinking of a few names. I'm like, I don't know if I'm completely sold on that. Michan was another one. I was thinking of like Asai Nanami, the 16 gen member. Maybe just for the fact that she can do a saxophone solo. That would be pretty cool. I'm not sure on the third one. I'm not really
Ooh,
set.
Furuhata Nao solo.
That would be also a cool one.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm picking. You know what? I'm picking all the names I just mentioned. I'm cheating.
Well then, Derek.
Well, thanks, guys. You pretty much took all the girls that I like. But okay, all right. I'm just gonna throw some out there. Well, okay. First of all, Tani, without question, I want Tani to have her own. I don't care. I think it'd be hysterical. It'd be funny if she like off stage via herself and guest and she just went nuts. Like, come on, who wouldn't like that? So that's my number one pick. My number number 2 pick is K from MNL48. Really want to see. I want to see K. Still very bright in my eyes. Still very much somebody that I think has a huge future ahead of her. I think that Dessa Senkyo took a bit of steam out of her and out of MNL in general, but I think she could bring it back with the way she is, and I don't know. I like her. I think she's great. The third one is going to be more like a rotation. So because I'm going to cheat here. So basically, for Team 4, I want Ma Chiling. I would love to see Ma Chiling get something, anything. Just she's still great. She's still lovely. She's still amazing to me. So I'd like to see that. Shi-chan, Oya Shizuka. I would love to see Oya get
I was
something.
thinking about it. Yeah.
Beatboxing all the day.
She's wonderful. Yeah, she's wonderful, but she's really wonderful. Yukiro, but I guess it doesn't count because she's like on top of the world. She doesn't really need it. But
Yukiro always does a solo concert every year, so don't worry about that.
Yeah, so I guess it doesn't really matter. I wouldn't mind seeing Chiori, like Nakanishi Chiori. Just
thinking about it,
again, it would be fun. It would be cool. And then I would say for my other cheats, Shitao Miu. Like, I want to see her dance. I want to see her like do like a straight up EDM set, do all AKB EDM songs to the point where like she's like, and this is a non-sexual thing.
But like, drenched in sweat.
Like just stretch and like breathing hard, like basically recreate SKE48's legendary Budokan set, where they did like 20 songs in a row without stopping. I want to see her do that. Can you imagine what that would do for her?
Yeah.
And then I would love to see Miyazaki Miho do a concert in all Korean and be like, give kind of like the AKB middle finger to IZ One for that. It'd be kind of funny. But I just think it'd be fun to see her do anything because Mio is good. And also I had Minagishi Minami as one because I think I miss her. I miss like seeing her so much back in the old days when like she was such part of that old guard, the golden gen that like she was always the annoying one. And again, all credit to AK Bingo for pulling it out of all those golden gen members. They always found a way to include everybody somehow. Like you always felt like you were getting a really good quality response out of these girls. And Michan is just, she's gone now. We see her pop up in a scandal recently to try to cover up the Mahone scandal, which that failed miserably for AKB, I think. Yep. Dude, good job to tread one of your oldest members out in the dirt like that. But the thing is like Michan can sing, she can dance, she's awesome. She's highly respected as a veteran. I think a lot of the people in the crowd for her solo concert would be ex-AKB members and current AKB members. And I think that's cool. So all of them I would like to see. And then just for fun, just one more Komiharu, like DX's Oshi. Only because it would be flowery and pretty and funny, and then she would find a way to blacken it. She would throw some comment in, or she would do something that wouldn't be quite right, and it would be hysterical because that's Komi.
Yeah,
it's always been Komi since day one, and we'd all have fun with it. And can you imagine if what's his name from AK Bingo now,
Muramoto?
The one dude, the
Paradise.
Can you imagine he like showed up and Miramoto like toyed with her on that and like just messed with part of a guest at the concert. I don't know.
Yeah, that could be fun.
I could just see, or it'd be cool. It'd be cool to see Tani take Komiharu and put her in her own version of the Chaos stage.
Oh.
Or Komi would know what to do.
No.
It'd be so funny.
Oh no.
It'd be so funny to see Tani harass her. So. Those are my thoughts.
Oh no. But okay. Then that were the questions that we had for Patreon for this month. If you would like to add a question, you can go to our patreon.com/48talk, and then I believe for $5 a month you can give us 3 questions, and then we will answer at the end of the month. So look forward to that for next month of June. Meanwhile, let's go then to our recommendation for next week. For me, I won't be here. That's my thing. I am actually going on my second vacation this year, and that will be also my last vacation.
Oh.
Well, somewhat. I'm actually going out of the country. That will be for the last of the year, basically. So I won't be here for the next 2 shows, actually. So you can do it, guys. Believe in you, and I'll watch from my nice chair on the beach near my 4-star hotel in a spa, the whirlpool. Yeah.
Sounds so nice.
I'm ready for it. I'm very, very looking forward to that one. Very much needed. So
Good. Yeah,
Going
you should
over
go.
there.
You deserve it.
So basically,
Happy.
that's my biggest recommendation on that. And Derek, I'm stealing your recommendation that you did earlier. The Slow Podcast did, of course, the interview. Go watch that. That is something
Yes.
never done before, and very, very, very much fun to watch. So that's really a recommendation of mine. Go watch the Slow Podcast. Special video on their YouTube channel. DX.
For me, upcoming Sunday is actually the first episode of the new Nemos television
Damn it!
season.
Was mine?
Which should be interesting because they're making members taste Meow's cooking, so that should be interesting.
Ooh.
The second I have is actually, let me look it up. Oh yeah, actually, as of this recording today, this week's AK Bingo is actually the last show with Sashi in AK Bingo. So
Oh,
this
really?
one I can recommend as well.
It's time.
Yep.
Crazy.
It's the time again. So yeah,
Oh.
another farewell. So yeah, and those
Another
were my
farewell.
picks, and those were my picks actually. So yeah.
All right, Colin.
Team B will be having another performance this week, next week as well as Taniguchi Megu will be having a cafe event.
Oh.
So
awesome.
that's awesome
Yeah.
next Tuesday. But because DX stole my Nemosu pick, I was like, but yeah, Team B for the win. Woo-woo.
Cool.
Woo woo.
And Derek.
Yeah, okay, so I have several. One is go watch Slow Podcast. I'm going to say it anyways again because it deserves it. Josh, you guys, tremendous work. That was amazing. That was and Erica's so like awesome. Very pretty, very kind, very happy, has that $1 million smile, but she's also human. Like interview really humanized her, which is cool because you don't see that often. And it talks about life as post idol, which I think is really good for anybody that wonders where do idols go when they die or graduate. I mean, they disappear. Sorry. Well, because they're here today, gone today, that whole thing. It feels like they die sometimes because you never hear from them again, ever. Like they disappear. Well, some of them don't. Some of them do what Erica does. And I think that's why it's so important to check that out. So please go check it out. Again, good job, Slow Podcast. We love you. You guys are awesome. Wish one day we'll be like you. One day we'll get there. We will aspire to you. Also, I think for other recommendations, everybody in the comments, I'm back. So please give us lots of comments. I'd love to read them, love to respond to them. Do my best. Like I said, I usually do the first 3 days. And then after that, I have to cut myself off because we get so many. But yeah, please say hi, say what's up. It's good to see all of you again. Also, for the people in the comments, I want to challenge all of you as a lead up to next week. So maybe we have more to talk about in case there isn't anything to talk about. Go back and do me a favor, and all of us here. I want you guys to go and tell us your best memories of loving AKB. I want to talk about why you like AKB in the first place. We didn't get accused of this, but it's more like people were like, it's like somebody asked, like, are we even fans of AKB? Because we've done a lot of criticizing over the past several months. But it's been much deserved criticism. It's not like we're just harping on them for fun. Like, they deserved it. However, in the spirit of not having Sasenkyo this year, but having a lot of good memories and a lot of good things to always look back on, because every time Sasenkyo time comes around, we get it's the big epicenter of the fandom, and it's not here anymore.
Yeah.
Give us it. I have 2 things for you. One is give us your best memory, okay? Because I want to talk about it the next one. Like I think I'll definitely want to have that as a. Also, give us your Sasenkyo this year. Who is your senbatsu? Like we'll just do our own.
Yeah.
We don't need AKB for this. We will all have our own senbatsu. We'll come up with it. You give us a – NGT is not allowed. Don't even think of putting them on there. sorry, but they're out this year. As much as I love Ogi but Katamina, like no, but they have to sit out. That's the penalty. That's our penalty. However, and nothing against the girls though. I should clarify that this is a penalty towards NGT's management. They screwed up for the girls. The girls, they're cool, but just to keep things positive and good, let's who's going to be on your list? And this is a world senbatsu, so feel free to include BNK, MNL,
Nice.
anybody. It's this and this is your votes. So give us that. So we have it to talk about next time as well. And then and then as far as my other stuff goes for Necroma, if you're in Japan, we have a great show tomorrow in Shinjuku Loft with Oya Sumi Hologram, our good buddies. And Oya Holo, it's been a while since we played with them, since I've seen them. So I'm really excited for that show tomorrow. Also, we have our 5-year anniversary shows coming up where, like I said, we're going to play select songs from each of the albums that Necroma has come up with. That's at the end of this. We have a new album coming out, Scions of the Blasted Heath, which is going to be amazing. It's an amazing album. There's going to be some surprises on there for foreign fans. That's all I'm going to say.
Ooh.
And then there's going to be something I'm going to be putting out. So keep trolling my Twitter, my Facebook. It's going to be pretty huge for any international idol fan. I'm doing something that really connects people that like to Japan here without having to come here. So keep an eye out for that. And Robin, have a great trip, man. We'll try to keep it. We'll hold the fort down for you. And hopefully we'll get a lot of great comments and we'll have a lot to talk about. So you'll have fun listening. And also, I want to see your senbatsu too. Maybe feel free to leave it in the comments if you got a minute on your vacation. I know you won't, but you can tell as you come out. I like Robin's face right now. Yeah, okay. You're so funny. I love it.
I'll try my best. How about
that?
Okay. Thanks. Thank you.
Wait. No, thank you. That's what you say when you're not gonna do something. You're like, I'll try my best. Like, Robin, just do it. It'll be so much fun because you always have thoughts, and we know Nachon's gonna be one, but like the ace. But I mean, outside of her, like, I'm really curious what your senbatsu would be. Actually, Colin DX, I'm really curious. I think I know what Colin's is gonna be. I have no idea what DX is gonna be. But Robin, you're always the wild card for me. I feel it make me think about stuff I don't think about. So you really should do it.
All right. Like I said, basically on Keiki Kokonai they did this as well. They did the Kansai dialect episode, and people from Osaka, they have the style of basically saying like giving no a straight enter, but I'll try. That's basically my answer.
Gambare. I got you.
Actually. All right. Well, with that though, thank you for watching this week's episode of 48 Talk. Thank you so much for these 3 years. Yes.
Bye. Thank you.
And
Thank you for 3 years.
These guys will see you next time. Bye, everybody.
Bye. Bye, AKB. Bye, happiness. Hello, loneliness. I think we're gonna die.